Did you see the PowerPoint slide on verbs on your screen? Are you there?
Can see the title of the slide. BAQY Quranic language, unit 4, verbs.
Okay, show it on there. Okay, so I can continue. Right. Now, the last part of speech you're going to learn is about verbs. So, let's begin. Okay. What are verbs? Verbs are those words that involve time. There's an element of time in the words. Okay, you have a madi, which means perfect tense. Perfect tense. You can write in your notes. I think I need to update this slide after converting it. Okay, yeah. So what madi means? Those in the past. Those have passed a long time. Perfect verb. So it's perfect verb or perfect tense, meaning something has been completed totally. Then how you recognize the madi verb inside the Quran? So it's a fathah, meaning there are a lot of fathahs in the word, like fa'ala, daraba, nasara, sami'a, kataba, all those. So we only focus on the singular form first. Okay, singular form for he, the third person singular male. Normally we do that because that's what actually many of those words are that form, and also we will know the plural later. Okay, so that is the singular male form, third person. So you have madi, you know it by fatha. Then you have mudari. What does mudari mean? Mudari doesn't mean mudari doesn't mean present tense. It means the one that resembles. Remember, the one that resembles. Mudari, and it's actually in the form of isim fa'il. Mudari, with a mu there, right? We take a kasra, right? And madi here is just another form. Madi means like more like isim makan, right? I mean in the case that what time, the one that passed. When the mudari actually is the word itself is a active form. So it means the one that resembles. What does it resemble? We will learn later on that fi'l mudari resemble isim in the form that it will change, how it changes its form. Okay, from in the grammar, from the aspect of grammar, right? And how do you recognize mudari? We will dhamma. The last letter, especially yaf'alu, nasaru, darabu, okay, yasma'u, all those things. So it's a dhamma on the last letter. That's how you recognize the mudari. Then you have amar. So mudari also the English translation would be imperfect tense. Imperfect, meaning something that has not been, is still ongoing, or something in the future has not been completed. Right? So that's why you call mudari, imperfect tense. So we have that. The third one is amar. Amar means command verb. Now how you do that? You know that with a sukun. The last letter normally receive a sukun. Not normally, they will receive sukun. Okay, and most of them will have a hamza at the front, either with a kasra or with a dhamma. It doesn't have a dhamma, a kasra, so it's written normally with a hamza wasal. Right? So if an, so madi, perfect tense or past tense, you know it by the fatha sound, mudari, which means the one that resembles, or the meaning, I mean, in terms of usage, should be the imperfect tense, will take up dhamma, the last letter, and amar, the command verb, a sukun. So that's how you differentiate them. If it's not a noun, it's not a haraf, then it has to be a verb. That's the only way. If it's not a verb, it's not a haraf, then it's a noun. So that's how you differentiate them. Right? Okay. Let's see how verbs change form. We look from the right, we have daraba. Daraba is the third person, huwa. Daraba means he. So daraba, the translation be he, okay, start, rather start. Or you just hit, they will be the same. Start, okay, strike or start. So he struck. Okay, he struck, daraba. Okay, so if it's a dual, then you add an alif there, daraba. That's like a noun, kitaba, right? Muslimani. Okay, so daraba and alif at the end will represent dual. So the two men had struck. The two men had struck or struck. The two men struck, right? And darabu with a waw and alif, actually normally with a zero there. Darabu with a round shape sign there normally, like this one. That's why I think we miss it here. Darabu with a waw means plural. Okay, they struck. Okay, he struck. Two of them, they two persons, two male struck, they struck. Okay, that's how you recognize the perfect tense, the madi. Then when change it to the imperfect tense, the fi'l mudhari, you can have the three letters and added a ya here. A ya can be in red because it can change either a ya, nun, hamza, or ta. Or you can say Anita. Anita is a hamza, nun, ya, or ta. So the first letter can be either of those four letters. Hamza, nun, ya, or ta. You represent whether it's a first person, second person, or third person. And in the Quran, as you know, most verbs are for the third person. That's why I use a ya here. So yatribu is the imperfect form. Yatribu, the dhamma at the back. Yatribu. So here will be he strikes. Here he strikes, or he will be striking, or he will strike. He will strike or he strike. This is the meaning. Here he struck. If two persons, yatribani. Well, don't worry too much about two persons. There are not many of that form in the Quran, the dual form. So focus more on the plural form. Yatribuna. Yatribuna. Okay, this means they strike or they will strike. Yatribuna. With a waw nun. Notice that it's just like now, waw nun at the back. You have muslimuna, mu'minuna, kafiruna, those are nouns. But for fi'l mudhari, you have yatribuna. They will or they strike or they will strike. Right? And
Is it present tense, Ustaz?
yes, present.
Present tense.
Present tense.
Mudari.
Mudhari.
Present tense.
Present tense. But
okay.
The correct form is the imperfect tense. The correct term, imperfect tense.
Imperfect tense.
Imperfect, meaning it has not been completed. Ongoing or will be. Right? Or future tense. Okay? Right? Sometimes you translate as perfect, I mean as present. Sometimes you have to translate to as future. Okay? So now the third form will be the command verb. Command verb, again, you have an hamza at the front and the sukun at the last one. Okay, if it's just like tajweed, if the third letter is a kasra or fatha, then you have itwid. If the third letter has a dhamma, then this hamza will have a dhamma. Like unsur, okay, unsur. You don't talk insur, but unsur. Help him. It's actually help. You help. It's about you to help. Okay, all of you help. So you notice that when it's plural, there's always a wow there at the back. Wow means plural. Wow, wow, wow. And this wow will tell you about the person who actually performed the verb. Yeah, you have a he, you have a they, two persons, yeah, you have a many persons. All males. All are for males first. Okay? Right, any question? No, it's all male third person for present tense and past tense. Of course, for Amar, you don't have a third person. You only command to the person in front of you, second person. You cannot command it. Right? Okay? Any question? Yeah, I'll continue then. Okay, now these are the right. Okay, now you can see there are 5 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there are 3 rows. So 5 times 3, there will be 15 different verb forms. Okay, you have first person, second person, male and female, third person, male and female. Then you have singular, you have dual, and you have plural. Okay, so there are 15 forms. But notice that the 2 forms are the same, like nasatuma, nasatuma, nasarna, nasarna. So 15 minus 2, that will be 13 on the left, right? So there are 13 just different forms that you need to recognize. But you don't have to recognize all 13. Just focus on what is most common in the Quran, which is the third person male singular and third person male plural. Meaning you have nasara, and nasaru. Okay, which normally in the Quran, nasara, nasaru, and nasartum, which means the only 5 that you need to focus, and nasartu, nasarna, meaning the first person singular, I, nasartu, meaning I have helped, I have helped. Okay, nasara, he has helped, and nasaru, they have helped. No, they have helped, okay. Nasartum, you have helped. And nasarna, we have helped. And okay, so those are the 5 forms that you need to really try to remember. The first form, nasara, nasaru, nasartum, nasartu, nasarna. Okay, nasarta, you can see it often. Nasarta means anta. Right? So those are the 5 forms that you need to just focus. Because those are the one most common form in the Quran. Okay, this is a fi'l madi. Right? Coming to fi'l mudari, same rows and columns. Okay, you go also to the third person singular male. You have yansuru and yansuruna. Right? Singular, plural, third person. Then you have I, ansur, ansuru, nansuru, and nasr, tansuruna. Tansuruna is also the second person plural. I like to highlight these two, the second person male singular and third person female singular. You can see that they're exactly the same. Here you have tansuru, you have tansuru. Meaning the fi'l mudari for the males second person singular and female third person singular is the same. Tansuruh, tansudah. But how you differentiate them? In the ayat, they all depend on context, and inshallah, you'll not be, you'll not be confused, okay? Because it's clear in the Quran whether it meant for a feminine or masculine, right? Tansuh, tansuh. Okay, any question? So you just focus on the third person singular male, third person plural male, second person plural male, tansuhuna, first person, second person singular male, tansuhu, and first person, ansuhu and nansuhu. So there are about 6. You need just to remember 6 out of 13 or 12 rather, right? Because like some words are the same, right? So don't worry about the female form because there are not many. If you can recognize the male, you should be able to recognize the masculine and the feminine form. Sorry, right?
Okay.
Any question?
Sorry Ustaz, tak perasan tadi. Ada
Yes.
call. No, I'm sorry because I was on the phone just now.
Oh, okay, okay. Right. Now how you differentiate fi'l madi and fi'l mudari in the Quran? So if you look at the 2 different words, like this, the first one, a'udhu and ustu, the huruf is the same. Ain wal dal. This also ain wal dal, only that because it takes a dhamma, the waw is hazaf, waw is missing. It's written off. Okay. So here, a'udhu, you have a amza, means I, at the front, meaning is mudari. You know that it's for I with the hamza. So hamza is at the front. For fi'l madi, you know this for I is because of the 2, ustu. I have sought refuge. Okay, it's when I seek refuge. Okay, that's how you differentiate. Same goes with nasara is the basic form for verb. Nasara, that person singular male. Then you have yan suruh, you have the ya. Ya means third person. If it's ya, it's a third person. Just let me recall here. Okay, you have a ya, yan suruh, ya, third person. Okay, only for the female stanza because it's a third person female. For the ya, it's a third person. For the ta, tan suruh, na, tan suruhun, tan surun, okay? So ta is the second person, and a and na, hamza and na is the first person. So just remember the ya at least. When the ya is a third person, okay? When the waw means plural, means they. Okay, so that's why we have yan suruh, third person. He helps. Here he has helped. Then you have tan suruh and nasarta. And tan suruh, second person, means anta, you help. Nasarta, you have help. Okay, nasarta, the ta is at the back. Here ta is in front. If the ta or the indicator of the pronoun is in front, there is a mudari. If the indicator of the noun is at the back of the word, like darabatum, darabna, darabatum, so it's the fi'l madi. Tatribuna, this means the second person plural. So it's second person for darabtum. Okay, that's how you differentiate it. Okay, whether it's mudari or madi. Right? Now the command verb, right? Because this is an old slide, I need to get my daughter to change it. Because this hamza shouldn't be there, should be just a wasal. So it's actually hamza wasal. They don't have with a symbol here. so that it can actually take either a kasra or a dhamma, right? Only that because the unsur, to show that it's unsur, so you put a dhamma here, unsur. So for a command verb, there are only 6 forms for a male and female because you only command the second person, the person in front of you. So there's no third person command. Okay, you have unsur, you help, unsur you to help, unsur all of you help. For male, for female there are not many, unsuri, unsura, unsurna. The short nun vowel, short na at the back is always referred to feminine, plural. Darabna, unsurna, nasarna, all the short one. The short nun, short na at the back refers to feminine plural. Okay? Right? Can we finish this before we take a break, I think? A short one, not many. Right. Now, how fi'l amr is formed? You take from the left, you take from the mudahid form. You take from the mudahid form. Like nasara yansuru. If yansuru, you remove the ya. Then when you remove the ya, you have nun with a sukun and short ra. So the nun with a sukun, you cannot pronounce it ansuru, ansuru, right? So that's why you add an hamza in front. So this hamza is called the enabling hamza. Hamza that enables the fi'l amr to be able to be uttered, right? And the ra takes a sukun. Okay. Take a form mudhari, remove the first letter. If you cannot utter it, then you add an hamza. It takes a dhamma or kasra depending on the third letter short, right? Whether short is a dhamma, the second root word, second root letter is a dhamma, they take a dhamma, unsur. Then you change ra to sukun, the unsur, right? Again, for the another form, like yakulu, you remove the ya, you can say the word cool with a mat, with a wow here, cool. So for Arabs to say cool, long, cool, difficult. Even for us, cool is not efficient. So they changed it to just cool. That's why cool means say, cool. Where's the wow? There's a wow. Original because Yakulu has a wow. But he has transformed from cool to cool. So there are a few words that the fi'l amr that doesn't begin with a hamza. Like yusabbihu is the fi'l mudhari for you praise God or glorify. And yusabbihu. You remove the ya, you become sabbi. Sabbi, that's why you have sabbi hisma rabbikal a'la. Okay, there's a command verb. Right? There's the 2 forms of command verb, right? Okay, one with follow with a hamza, begins with hamza, or the one that does not. But the last letter must have a sukun for singular. Okay, for singular. For plural, of course, you have waw alif. Any question? Okay. Right. So we go to. Okay. We still have time before our break. Okay, let's do this practice. Let's do this practice. Identify where the instruction. Okay. Find verbs and its pronoun. Perfect tense, imperfect tense, and command verb. Okay? Right. Okay, look at the first sentence. If you can identify the noun, you can identify the haraf. So those who are not nouns and not haraf should be a verb. Could you do that now? Because you have practiced about how to identify nouns before this. You know what are haraf. So separate them and identify the verb. Please, the first sentence. Anyone? Wa ayatul lahum anna hamalna zurriyatahum fil fulkil mashhun.
Hamal,
Hamal,
hamalna, but anna is the fa'il.
hamalna.
Yes.
Okay. So you look at this hamalna. Okay, you have na at the back.
Yes.
So when na is at the back of the word, so it's a what?
Fi'il madhi.
Fi'l madi. It's a perfect tense. So it has happened. So what's the root word?
Hamala.
Hamala, hamim lam. Hamil. Hamil. Malay word hamil means pregnant. Okay. Carry something in your
Belly.
belly. Right? Carry in your belly. Hamalna. So this one hamalna. So the translation is we have carried, or we have actually brought you. Okay, we have carried. Hamalna. So that's how you identify the verb. Because others are all nouns.
Hmm.
Eh? Ayatun
Inaraf.
noun, al-food noun, al-mashuni nouns. Zuriyatau, maybe you do not know, but I think you can get zuriyat. Okay. It can be a verb, but it's not a verb. Right? It doesn't begin with ya. There's no zuriyata, there's one there. Okay. Right? But that zuriyata is part of the word. Okay. So that's vocabulary. Okay. Now, the second sentence. وَخَلَقْنَا لَهُم مِّن مِثْلِهِ مَا يَرْكَبُونَ. Where's the verb then? Someone please?
Hmm.
Come on, just give it a try. Same form, hamalna.
Khalaqna.
It's a perfect tense.
Fi'il madhi. Fi'il madhi.
Yeah, what
Khalaqna. Khalaqna.
Khalaqna. And the Quran is easy. The same pattern, it just wasn't pattern, so it sounds the same, similar. Sounds similar.
Yeah.
Sounds similar. Hamalna, khalaqna. So what's the word for khalaqna?
Khalaqa.
Khalaqa. Khalaqa means you. I don't know about in Ghana, but for Malay especially, you have makhluk. Makhluk means the ones being created. It's actually it's a backward makhluk. So khalaqna means we have created. Khalaqa, khalaqa, khaliq, khaliq, the creator. Khaliq is a fa'al, the creator, the one who creates. Khalaqna, we have created. Khalaqtu, I have created. Khalaqta, you have created. Right? Yeah, khalaqna, we have created. Okay, that's the fi'l madi. Then next one, any more verb after that? We have mislihi ma yarkabun.
Yarkabun.
Yarkabun. Why you say it's a verb?
Fi'il mudhari' because the ya in front there.
Okay, because it begins with ya. Ya means first person, second person, or third person.
This one, third person.
Ya is third person. So we have wow at the back here. Means singular or plural?
Plural.
Plural. So this verb, yarkabun, will be the doer of the verb will be they.
They, yeah.
They. Like khalaqna and hamalna, the doer of the verb will be nahnu, kami. I mean we. So all verbs there must be a domain. I mean the doer of the verb or the subject, called the subject of the verb. The subject of hamalna is we. The subject of khalaqna is we. But the subject of yarkabun is they. Okay, because third person and wow, third person they. So the root word is raqaba. Raqaba means to ride. To ride.
Tonight.
To board a ship. To ride a ship. To board a bus. Okay? So yarkabun, they ride. Okay, you talk about how this sentence is. Wa khalaqna lahum, and we created for them min mislihi, from what is similar to it, ma yakun, that they ride on it, just like sheep. Fulkil Mashun is a laden, fully laden ship. This one, the front one. So that's how Yakabun becomes a verb. Okay. Next sentence, please. Identify the verb. Anyone?
Yaqulu.
Other.
Yaqulu.
Pardon?
Yaqulu.
Yakuluna. Okay, that's it. Thank you. We have Yakuluna. So is it a okay? Yakuluna,
And
right? Yakuluna. Okay, how do you translate that? Ya is a third person. Wow means plural. So
they say,
they, right? They what?
they say,
They say,
They say. So they say. Yeah, they say. So that's the verb. Right? Next sentence. Wamtazu yauma ayuhal mujrimun. You have? Where's the verb there? That is not a noun, that's a verb.
imtazu,
nouns.
Al-yawma is a noun, alif lam. Al-mujrimun is a noun.
imtazu.
Is a what you call nida. It's something that you say, oh. Okay? So there's only one left.
Imtazu.
Imtazu.
Wamtazu.
Yeah, wamtazu. Actually, it's imtazu, but because of wa there, so it's wamtazu. What verb is that?
Amar.
First person.
Imtazu. It begins with hamza. Okay, wow is a separate word. Wow means and. So it begins with hamza, and it ends with a wow here because it's plural. It's wow, wa alif. Okay, so it's a
First
sukun.
person.
It's a second person.
Second person? Alif?
Because you can only command the second person. You cannot command the third person. Right? So,
Yes.
so this plural. So you, it's command you. So,
Second person, right?
second person. You can only command second person. So it's a you. So you imtazu means you separate. You separate yourself. You separate out. Separate out. Separate. Imtazu. You separate out today. Why? Or are you hire all those who are criminals? Mujrimun. The translation for English criminals. Mujrimun. Actually, it's the isim fa'il there, right? Jim or mim with a mu there. Whenever you say mu, okay, you try to say whether it's isim fa'il or isim maf'ul, active or passive. And you see the raw, the second letter to be a kasra, so it's active. Those who are criminals, or those who committed crimes. And those who committed crimes, al-mujrimun. Right?
So the fa'il, the verb there is what kind of verb? Wamtazu?
Wamtazu is a command verb, fil amr.
And Amal.
Or fi'il amal?
Actually, it's imtazu. Imtazu. But because of the wa in front, to make it easier for the speech, is so wamtazu. You don't say wa imtazu, but wamtazu. Okay?
So the can you repeat, Ustaz, the how to recognize fa'il amal?
It begins with hamza.
Or begin with hamza?
Yeah, one of aspect hamza and ends in a sukun if it's singular. If it's plural, it ends with waw alif.
But the first person is what? The begins with what? The first person?
There's no first person. For fi'l amr, you only command the second person. You only command the person in front of person.
Yeah.
So,
But so the verb that begins with
singular,
first,
if it's singular, so it should be imtaz. Zai will take a sukun. Imtaz.
so command is always second person.
Yes, second person. Huh?
And we can recognize command by the hamza.
By the hamza. Okay. Okay.
What about first person? The verb with first person isn't it also hamza?
Yes, but there is with hamza of fathah. Hamza fathah. Like ahad. Ahad. Okay. This is ahad. I. You see, like here im or Ihad will be is a command verb. Ihad. If ahad, there is a with fathah is I. Okay. So like this one, ahad is a
It's a fathah. So in the case of wamtazu, it's actually imtazu. It's not a fathah.
It's not fathah. This is imtazu. It's imtazu. Okay. Because of the wow, they say wamtazu. Right. Like ahad here. Ahad here actually is a fi'l mudhari. It's ahadu. Ahadu. I command.
Is it always kasrah, Ustaz?
Which one?
Fa'il amal. Fi'il amal.
It depends. Like you can either take a kasra or a dhamma. Like if it's just like tajweed, right? If it's a dhamma, like unsur, then you have a hamza take a dhamma, right? Nasara, unsuru. Okay. If it's the third second syllable takes a kasra or fathah, then you take the hamza will take a kasra. Okay, like idrib, ijlis, sit, hit or strike. This is a command verb. Ijlis means sit. So ijlis, because the lam takes a kasra, so the hamza takes a kasra. The dot in the idrib, the dot, the ra take a kasra, hamza take a kasra. But nasara yansuru unsur. The short take a dhamma, the hamza take dhamma. So for a command verb, the hamza is either a dhamma or a kasra, never a fathah. The fathah for hamza will become fi'l mudhari. And ahad. So ahad means I command. So but the I command I commanded ahad ilaikum. But actually it's a fi'l mudhari. The dal take a sukun there because the harf lam. Okay?
Jazam.
Okay, the harf jazam. It will actually convert the dhamma to sukun for fi'l mudhari. That one we'll learn later. So just to show this is actually a verb, ahad.
Yeah.
It begins originally is ahadu. But the word, the harf lam, change the dhamma on dal to sukun. Okay? Right? Okay. Any question? Or we go to the last sentence? We go to the last sentence. Allah ta'budu syaitan. Innahu lakum aduwwum mubin. There you have. Where's the verb there?
Ta'budu.
Ta'budu. Ta'budu here.
Yeah.
Ta'budu will be
Fi'il mudhari.
fi'il mudhari. First person, second or third?
Is that
Anta means anta. Anta means you. You means second.
second person?
Second person. Singular or plural? With a wow there.
Wow, jamak.
Wow jamak means plural. So ta'budu means they. They what? Ain badal. Abd. Abid.
Abid.
Worship.
Worship.
Worship. Right? Ta'budu, you worship. The la there means a haram means not or don't. In this case it's don't because ta'budu loss is nun. The original form is actually ta'buduna.
Mm.
Ta'buduna. There are two types of la. One la is a la nahi, like this one, la ta'budu, don't worship. The other one is a la nafi, la negative la ta'buduna, and you do not that you worship. La means not. In this case, this la is don't. Don't worship shaitan. Innakum innahu lakadun. Okay. So that's how you actually start to recognize the verbs. Okay, we'll practice some more after this. But let's take a 5-minute break first. Okay, only 5 minutes. Okay, is it fine? Or you need 10 minutes? Okay, let's take 10 minutes break. Go and take a drink. We come back to the 9:40, 9:50. Then we continue another half an hour at least. Inshallah, for our practice. Right?
Okay. Okay.
Let's take it for 10 minutes.